friends, to this short video. In this video today, you will be learning about workspaces in Premiere Pro, how to adjust your workspace layout, how to save a new workspace, and how to reset to an old workspace.
The next thing that I would like to show you is our workspaces. So remember, down here is our timeline. This project window is all of the footage that we have inside our project. Over here, this program, you could change the word program to output. This is what's actually going to be rendered out as a movie. And if your Premiere Pro is running slowly, right, if your computer is not quite up to speed with Premiere Pro, you can adjust this and drop it down to a quarter or a half, and it makes it, now watch when I play it, you're going to see this window get kind of blurry.
In this course, we will be doing all of
Doesn't look that good. As soon as I stop it, you see it becomes clear again. This is telling Premiere Pro to only show me a quarter resolution during my preview. It'll render out just fine. It'll render out in high definition. It'll be perfect. But this is just a way to help your computer run a little bit smoother if it's having difficulties running this program as is. No matter what your computer is, at some point in time, you're going to have to drop it down to a quarter or a half. So this is what's actually going to be exported out in terms of our movie. Now, you might have actually clicked on this at one point in time and brought up this. And it's kind of like, wait a minute, what's going on? Because they're doing different things. Like it's that, or I've got this over here. What's going on? This source monitor, this is a preview window of your footage from down here. And you can kind of scrub through this to get an idea of what the clip is going to look like as you scroll through it. But this, change the word source to preview, change the word program to your final movie that's going to be exported. If you don't like that, you can just click over here on effects control and then that hides that source monitor from you. But there are times, and we're going to get into this, when we actually will utilize this source monitor quite effectively in our editings. But for now, if you've got it and you don't like it, just click on effect controls and it's fine. The very last thing that I want to show you is updating our workspaces. This layout is not really what I like to use when I'm editing. So I'm going to show you the workspace that I use or what happens. So first, you might have found this already. If you're like clicking around in different places and your computer gets all, I don't know what's going on here or what this is looking like, you can always get back to the basic window if you click on editing. And it brings us back to here. This isn't really a layout that I like all that much. It's not quite as useful for me, so I'm going to make a different workspace for myself. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Window, and I'm going to open up this Essential Graph. I'm going to first open up Lumetri Color. And something new came up over here. We're going to use that in a little bit. I'm also going to add in, next I like Essential Graphics. That's going to populate over here as well. And lastly, I'm going to go to Windows, and I'm going to add in, where are we at? Essential Sound. I'm going to add in Essential Sound. And that's the order that I like it in. It fits over here on my monitor. And these are three things that we're going to be using quite extensively a little bit later on in the course, but I figured we might as well get it set up now so that we have them later when we need them. I don't like this project window down here. So what I'm going to do is click drag on this project recording and see I can kind of move it around and it tells me where I could put it if I wanted to put it over there. So I'm going to put it up here with this grouping, but I want it up on the title. Right? If I put it there, then it kind of makes another window. That's not what I want to do. So I want to grab it and I actually want to put it right here so that this whole line is highlighted and drop, and then it comes in there. So I've got my source monitor and I actually like to move this all the way over to the front. So I got my projects up here, I got my source monitor there, I got my effect controls, I got my audio, metadata I don't like, so I'm actually going to close that. Boop, don't care about you. Audio clip mixer, don't care about you. Click. All right, this is what I like. Friendly, that's what I like. Go back over there. This stuff down here, I don't like it. I can get it other places, so I'm actually going to take this and I'm going to close you. Close panel. Library, close panel. Info, close panel. Effects, close panel. Markers, close panel. History, don't care. Now we're getting somewhere. See, I click. I've got my tools over here. I got my timeline. I've got my audio tracks here. I got my source monitor if I want. I've got my project monitor. And now if I go to that tile view, well, that's actually a little bit better. But still like list. and way too big. Thank you very much. This, I'm going to shrink that down. You can change the plane. If you click right here in the middle, you can actually, where they intersect, you can change all 4 of them simultaneously. All right, but I want, that's pretty good. You're still a little too big. I'm going to shrink you down a little bit. Oh, I don't need the audio that much. So these are settings you get to experiment with. Find what you like, show what you want, hide what you don't want, and it'll change over time and for different applications. So you really got to figure out what it is that you want to do. But once you have it set up and you like your layout, what you're going to do is come up here to Windows, Workspaces, and down here we're going to Save as New Workspace. And this is where you get to title it, and I would title it something that was memorable to you. I'm going to choose to call this one Slough Workspace, just so that I remember what it is. I'm going to click OK. And now you can see I've got a new workspace up here. So if I come over here and I click on something else, and you break something and it's not what you want, to go back to where you were, I'm going to click on Slough Workspace. Okay, that's back to what I wanted. Good. Okay. If you've changed things around, you're like, oh, wait a minute, actually, I don't really like that. I want to have something else. I want to move this over here, and I actually want these to be down here. So I'm going to move my source monitor down there so that I can always kind of see my source monitor down here so it doesn't confuse me as much. If you like this setup better, then what you're going to do is go to Windows, Workspaces, and you're going to save changes to this workspace. Click, so that now if I break it and I move everything around, then I'm going to just crunch everything. Oh no, what do I do? So you go over there and you go, let's put you in there, and it's broken and I don't know what to do. So now click on my workspace and it doesn't change, so that's okay. What I want to do is come up here to Windows, Workspaces, and I want to reset to saved layout. Click, everything goes back to where it was. So as long as you don't over save it, you can't break things too bad. You can always go back to where they were. So again, if I'm changing something around, I want to go to Windows, Workspaces, and I'm going to reset to my saved layout. So you get to pick the layouts that you like. This is my normal workspace. This is what I like. And it works well for my monitor. But you get to decide what it is you want to use.
In this video, you saw that there are many ways that you can mess up your workspace and always reset it back to where it was. In addition, we saw how we can move around our workspace and even save multiple workspaces that we will interact with either at school or at home. That's it for this episode, and we'll see you in the next one.